fast ships, dirty contraband, and free lanes filled with truly terrible decisions. Captains, welcome to Starfield After Dark, live from the Sebastian Banks boardroom inside the lodge on New Atlantis.
Bennett, I thought you were...
Dead? You thought wrong.
No! This is your weekly descent into chaos, hot takes, and questionable faction loyalty. Joining your host, Pedro Farquhar, are this week's panelists. Richard from Richard Presents Starfield Essentials, and Bethesda verified creators Kinesthesia, CyberGhost, and Betamax 76. The settled systems are about to get spicy.
Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
Yo, captains, cannot a mailmen, brothers, sisters, and spacefarers of the settled systems, welcome to Starfield After Dark, the only late-night broadcast officially recognized by the Church of the Holy Sandwich as a Level 3 miracle event. Tonight, I stand before you not as a humble host, but as a sandwich prophet, chosen by the cosmic deli itself to spread the word of buns, the meat, and the holy condiments. Can I get a witness? For too long, the galaxy has wandered in darkness, lost, confused, eating dry rations with no sauce, no flavor, and no hope. But tonight, we gather in fellowship to celebrate the sacred truth. A captain with a sandwich is never truly alone. And captains, I say unto thee, if your inventory contains even one sandwich, even a soggy half-eaten one, a cursed one, or one you stole from some fine dining establishment down in Aquila City, you are blessed. Now raise your hands, raise your hearts, raise your sodium levels, because we are broadcasting live from the lodge where my parents' deli slicer of destiny spins eternal, and the mustard of miracles flows like aurora on neon. Tonight's episode will test your spirit. It will test your resolve. It will test whether you can look at a captain in the eye and say, I cut this sandwich diagonally for you. Captains, buckle up, because if this episode gets weird, and it will, just remember the sandwich works in mysterious ways. And all the people said, chunks be praised. All right, let me step out of the pulpit before Mateo files a formal complaint with the universe. And everyone, please welcome our panelists. Betamax 76, Richard from Richard Presents Starfield Essentials, and CyberGhost. By the way, Richard looks like he's already planning an escape route, and the rest of them look utterly perplexed and deeply regretful. So let's get started and jump our way into the character bios. So captains, tell us your name, state your character's name, the makeup of your current crew, your character's background, and the one item in your inventory you absolutely refuse to drop, even if it's useless, cursed, technically illegal. And I randomly predetermined the order for tonight, so we'll go CyberGhost, Betamax 76, and then Richard. All right. So Cyber, tell us about your captain and its crew.
Well, my main is Captain Sean Johnson, which is a name I use a lot. It's my old radio air name. And background is bounty hunter. His current crew is Robin Locke, Lyria, and Torin from Watchtower.
Nice.
And the one item in his inventory that I refuse to drop is his chunks cap.
Is his what?
Chunks cap. Gotta have my chunks cap.
All right. Very on brand for tonight's episode. Hey, what were you a radio host?
I was a long time ago, yeah.
Where did you do that?
KADA in Ada, Oklahoma.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. What kind of music did you play?
Country.
Cool. Cool. All right, Betamax, what can you tell us a little about your captain and your crew?
Yeah, my main character is Max Powers. It's kind of a Simpsons joke. Otherwise, I usually use I mix together real life astronaut names together usually for my side characters. But yeah, my main character is Max Powers. Usually runs with America Boros and Andromeda Kepler and Vasco. Always Vasco if I can. I love that guy. And random other people. Always America though.
Okay.
My main character is always Freestar, usually a bounty hunter, and I always carry, even though I'm Freestar, I always carry UC battle mules.
Nice. All right. Again, kind of on brand for tonight. You guys are keeping the food. And what about you, Richard?
So I'm Richard Baitlick, and I guess I'm known online as Richard Presents. And I'm not really wedded to any single character. I'm constantly cycling through characters for all the testing that I do on different platforms and all that. Although if I were to look back at my original character, his name is Park, and it was because I watched a UFC fight, and there was a UFC fighter, Korean guy named Park. And when the character selector came up, it looked like him. So I said, hey, I'll pick that guy. And I think, let's see, I had to write down in his crew is Sarah, Betty Hauser, Jessamine, and Delta. And the thing I have to carry with me at all times, it's that hard target. And that's partly because I'm from the Boston area. So I keep that accent around. And sometimes it comes out in my videos, especially when I'm talking about Sammy, because apparently the inspiration for him was Mark Wahlberg.
Get out of town. Was it really?
It was. Yeah. I talked to the moderator. That's what he said.
It sounds like it.
Amazing. I actually have Delta on my crew now too. I love him. I actually just started the Terran Armada content DLC. I had been just doing like free lane stuff, and I've been just trying to check out all the new POIs and whatnot. I think I'm up to around 25, and so but then I just had some extra hours. I was like, I'm starting it, and so got Delta with me now, and I love him. I don't know, he's gotten a lot of hate over the last couple of shows, but I kind of like him. How about, do you like him?
I only keep him around because when you go onto a Terran Armada ship and you're just surrounded by those robots, he blasts them with the EMP, and it just makes the life a lot easier.
He's a badass. He's a badass.
He reminds me of HK-47 from Star Wars, so I love him. I suppose she called me a meatbag.
Me too. I love hearing about everybody's captains, but it's time to throw them in the trash. All your captains in the trash, right? Because we're going to play a game, and we're going to do something new. It's time to start new, just like a game ending, starting after a game ending bug, right? So tonight we are going to have the inaugural Starfield draft on After Dark. Every game has to do with the draft. We'll start here. We'll start the first game, and this is kind of like the table setter. And here's how it's going to work. The first game has 4 rounds, each with a different category. It's going to be characters, ships, weapons, and miscellaneous. And so for the character, we're going to pick your captain for the night. We'll draft in the same order we were going: Cyber, Betamax, and Richard. Everyone picks once each round, and the person who picks last each round gets 2 picks. Classic snake draft. But with more heat leeches. Now here's the twist. When it's your turn, you'll see a picture. If you want it, claim it. But if you don't, you can pass. But if you pass, the next character that comes up, the next picture that comes up is yours. Okay? You must take it no matter what. So if you passed on, say, the Adoring Fan, and the next person that comes up is Ron Hope, you got Ron Hope as your captain, your CFO, and your credit daddy for the night. At the end of this game, we'll recap the lists before we go into our next game, the next game, and at the end of the night, we're going to let the audience vote for who won the draft. So let's start with the characters. All right, you ready, Cyber?
I'm ready.
All right. So first one up is Rowan Masters. All right. So
Yeah, I'll take Rowan.
You're going to take Rowan right off the bat, huh? Okay. That's great. A corrupt corporate security chief in Neon. That's great. All right. That's cool. So first one is off the board. All right. Are you ready, Cyber? I mean, are you ready, Betamax?
I am.
All right. Next one is the adoring fan. All right. Actually, whoa. This is random. So it is. I thought it was the adoring fan, but it's Marcel, and from the Den. Do you want this trade authority merchant?
Sure, I'll take Marcel.
Oh,
why not? I go to the Den a lot. I talk to him a lot, so I'll give him a chance.
Jeez, Louise.
He's always buying all my stuff from me. Doesn't ask any questions.
You guys don't want to even know who's. You guys don't even want to know.
I'm curious, but I mean, I like Marcel. So.
All right. He likes Marcel. He likes those flat, uncharacteristic characters.
I know some of the worst case scenarios are here, so.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a lot worse. Yeah.
Oh no! Did Pedro freeze?
Oh.
Marcel broke the live stream.
Oh no! I chose wrong.
sold the webcam.
I would have taken him. I always talk to Marcel too.
Yep.
I was planning on just passing, no matter who it was. I'm like, I like that guy.
I have a couple of people in mind that until I see they're out of the pool, I'm not going to pass too much.
The guy from Neon. Oh, I would have passed him right away. The trade authority guy.
Yeah,
that one. The one from Sidonia, though, he's great.
Actually, most people I don't want are from Neon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the Neon Trade Authority guy. He's the one who says,
"What you
get
want?
out of here." Yeah, he's the one.
Yeah,
time to move on
out for you.
Oh, I love that guy.
You do business, or
you find anything else? Bring it to me. Man, Pedro's gone. We're gonna have to run this ourselves. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody I wouldn't want to have on my crew.
I really don't want Mickey Caviar on my ship.
Oh yeah.
I put him on the moon.
He's a good one.
I made an outpost just for him. Put him on the moon.
Yeah, after I did Shattered Space and saw Andresia's reaction to everything, I started putting her in a windowless cell on Mercury in every universe.
I put who is it? Alana is she from Farsight?
Everbright. Yeah.
Everbright. Once you she's romanceable, and once you marry her, oh my god, she's insufferable. So I put her on some place with a bench, some outpost with just a bench.
I gave Andresia a sleeping bag, a chunks dispenser, and a toilet that was also a crew station.
See, Starfield is great.
Sleep great on an old moon.
When people say they don't know what to do with Starfield, it's like, look, you make your own fun. Look at all these fun things you can do. Just you have to have a little creativity.
That was the same universe where I stunned Ron Hope and put him in my brig. And when I went into the Unity, I left him 2 chunks packs and an Eon with 1 bullet.
You sure he didn't go through with you? Oh no. That'd be the worst. Starborn Ron Hope. I wouldn't take the chance.
I do have a theory that universe is what caused Watchtower to be formed, because Ron saw my Starborn powers, and since they use Hope Tech scripts and Freestar tech.
That's a good point. Non-lethal framework opens up so many fun play opportunities, and it generally satisfies the kill condition, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
You guys ever use the Incapacificator 3000?
No, but I really love. The author was showing it off the other day, and he had Cora standing next to a hatch, and he stunned her. And she fell down the hatch.
Yeah, it's great because it doesn't trigger anybody's aggro, so you can just stun anyone you want, and it's awesome. It actually pairs very nicely for non-lethal framework because you just stun someone and restrain them.
I'm currently doing achievement friendly without an enabler on stream because I'm doing PS5. But when I go back to PC, I may have to start doing some incapacitator shenanigans.
Yeah, it's fun. When the guard, the ecliptic guard at the Red Mile mouths off to you, when you just walk up to the door, you just shoot him. You know, anybody bothers you, you're neon and the guards are mouthing off to you, just blast them. Nobody cares. They just go limp.
Well, the guards
called Rook.
sometimes use manipulation and get them to jump off into the water, and then they're out of view of the cameras.
That's good. Hey, I saw in chat here that Pedro said, "Sorry, everyone, the lights just went out in New Atlantis." So it makes me wonder if you lost power up there in Massachusetts.
Well, that's always fun.
Yeah. Got to run on and ups, folks.
I've got several of them so that I have enough time to tell the stream why I'm going away.
Right.
And find
my last house, we didn't have really reliable power. I mean, it's reliable by US standards, by the world standards, but used to, being an IT person, I wanted more reliable power. So I got a whole house generator from Generac and got it on the last house, got it on this house. And boy, I think it's just been great because we've had a couple like multi-day outages of power because of all the trees where I live.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a battery wall from one of those companies that buys EV batteries that have dropped down to like 70%. Builds a wall from them.
That's a good idea.
Actually, my power goes out here a lot too. Even though it's really nice weather all the time, it's just a bad infrastructure. It's constantly browning out.
Pretty good here. I'm on a co-op. A couple of blocks west of me is the state power company, but the co-op does a lot better job. Down less often, in for less time.
Yeah.
Oh,
yay!
All right.
The lights went out in New Atlantis. It was really, really scary. So as I was saying before the show, we kind of live in the boonies now, and it was darkness as far as you could see. It was really, really horrible. Sorry to interrupt, but if we get back, that would be great. And I'm just kind of perplexed. The people that have gone off the board so far, if I recall, are Rowan Masters and Marcel from the Den.
Yes.
Right? Yep.
All right. And so, Richard, are you?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to regret that.
Here we go. Ellie,
Who is that?
That is Ellie Yankton.
From where? I don't even recognize her.
She is easily forgotten NPC associated with Aquila City's low-stakes local drama.
Wow.
She lacks.
I'm going to pass because I want to see another person. Like
Okay.
we got Sam Coe.
Sam Coe in the house.
A twofer.
So I never ever do anything with Sam Coe, but I will totally take him. I mean, he's got all the capabilities you need for your ship, for your combat, everything. So yeah, taking Sam Coe. Oh, I have to take Sam Coe. Yes, I'll take him.
You have.
And he comes with a place to get free XP from books.
All right, Sam Coe.
All right. So right now we've got Rowan, Marcel, and Sam Coe. All right. Now it's time to pick some ships. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. The first ship up. Let's see what we got. We have the Hoplite. And so, the Hoplite is not a great ship. And so,
if you Dark Star it up, This is actually a good ship. I did a lot of Dark Star testing in a hoplite because it's available early.
Really?
I'll take a longsword any day. But
You can throw enough habs in there to make it a full home ship. However, I am going to pass.
Gonna pass. All right. Probably a good idea. Let's go to the next one. Let's see what we got.
Beautiful.
Ooh, the Star Eagle. That's I think what are the that's yours to keep. All
Love
right.
it.
All right. So Star Eagle. So Rowan with the Star Eagle. All right. You guys ready for the next one?
Yep.
Here we
16
go.
light years though. Ugh. Anyway, go ahead.
Here we go. And so we have the ecliptic stiletto. How are you guys feeling about the ecliptic stiletto, a standard but maybe uninspiring ship?
I'm going to pass on that one.
Pass on that one. All right. We are going to go to the next one.
You're going to get the prison barge. Oh,
whoa.
Oh, which one? I'll take either one.
We have before you the UC Vigilance. And that is your current ship. That's a great ship.
Excellent.
Right? Yeah.
Led by Marcel. Great.
Can they handle that ship?
We're going to buy the whole settled systems.
He's going to put so much cargo in that thing.
All right. Next up, we have the Warhorse. What do you guys
is this
think?
me?
Yep. This is not a bad ship, right? I mean, it's fast. It's maneuverable. Would you like to keep the Warhorse?
I'm going to keep it because my spidey sense is telling me the next one's going to be like the prison barge or something. So yeah, I'll keep the Warhorse. The Warhorse.
Do you want to know what would have come next?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's just see. It is
the Frontier.
Oh, well,
Frontier.
The Warhorse is basically the maximized version of the Discovery that the Frontier is based on. So
yeah.
All right, so I'll take it. Or I'll keep the Warhorse.
All right. It's time for weapons. Let's get into some weapons. All right. First up, we have let's see here. We have a cutlass. And I don't believe that this is any normal cutlass. I think that is a anti-personnel extruded quantum edged UC naval cutlass. And it's a rare weapon. What do you think? You're going to keep it or pass?
I'm skipping it. Pass.
All right. Well, that was probably the best because the next one is an advanced MGP ballistic rifle.
The MGP is so nice.
Yeah, I love it. I
love
love
Bethesda
it.
listened to the people that wanted Milsim in their Starfield.
They did. I feel like in the whole all that in the free lanes and in Terra Nova, they really listened to the fans. Such great content. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yep.
Here we go. We have.
I think I'm gonna have to pass on a cutter.
The
All the cutters are great.
It's
Cutter.
it's the shipbreaker cutter. It's the good cutter.
Shipbreaker. Yeah. You know what? With the right perks, it actually can be pretty good. But I'm gonna pass. Let's see what's next.
All right, we're gonna pass on the Shipbreaker's cutter. What is next?
Oh, dagger.
Probably not any better, but a Siam.
Oh, the cutter's
OCM
amazing,
dagger.
but that's what it is.
It make you feel any better. It's a quantum edged OCM dagger. So yeah, you've gone from what critical damage of 9 to 135. That's not bad.
You can do one-shot sneak kills with it.
Yep, that is correct. All right, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Next one is a Kraken.
Nope, pass. Never pick it up.
Pass.
Never use it. Easy pass. Give me something
All
good
right.
here.
Here
My
we go.
dagger's probably
So, all right, let's see what we got next. We have a dogfight.
Oh, okay.
A
Yeah, we'll take
modified
that.
advanced dog. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It's an arc welder or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it skipped one. Hold on. We're going to go back.
Oh,
It's a dogfight.
Yeah, I'll take the dogfight.
All right.
Nice.
Cool. All right.
That's my current weapon on my my personal character on PS5, not my stream character.
That's what I'm using right now is in my character as well. I got a dogfight. Him hooked up with a dogfight.
It's a little bit insane recoil for a laser, but it gets the job done.
All right, we're gonna move into miscellaneous. All right, so here we go. Cyber, would you like to keep this item? You get one item.
I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, it's kind of useless. It's a galactic cat.
Falls through tables.
I can never get it right. Like, you can never get
It's
it.
really wonky. It's really wonky.
Oh,
I think
it's an
in mods, and it's almost impossible.
It's rigged like an NPC. It's insane.
I can't put it in anything.
So here's the one you keep. I mean, this is my favorite coffee mug, or one of them. I put the I in team.
I'll take it.
That's pretty great.
It's no Nova Galactic coffee mug, but it gets the job done.
It gets the job done, right? All right. Beta, you ready?
Yep.
We have what? Mech components. Do you want to keep or pass?
You know what? Since my captain's Marcel, I think I'm going to keep that.
You can get a good amount of money for it, especially if you start racking all the
Make
a
my own
bunch of them
mech.
together. All right, so he's keeping the mech components. Richard, let's look at your item. Let's see.
Oh, yes, I'm keeping Starlocked.
Oh man, you guys really are keeping a lot of the
Gotta have
first
something
things
to
that you come
do out
across.
there in the lanes, man.
Yeah, Starlocked is it's to me it reminds me of all the RPGs I played when I was a kid. So, yep, I'm going to keep Starlocked.
All right, cool. Very nice. All right, game 1 is over. And so just real quick, we've got some some great beginnings of a crew. We've got Rowan, Marcel, and Sam. And then we've got the Star Eagle. We've got the UC Vigilance and a War Horse. This is gonna not be bad. I don't think this will be bad. All right, so we're gonna jump into the next game. It's called Grab Jump Companion or Airlock. It's another version of After Dark's a Shag, Marry, Kill game. Let's see if we can just get off this picture. All right, here we go. But with lore-friendly flavor. And here's the twist. Whoever you pick as a companion joins your captain you drafted in the previous game. So choose wisely or chaotically. Both are valid. All right. So grab jump is basically the person in the settled systems you'd have a one-night grab jump with. No commitment, no follow-up quests, just questionable decisions and a morning spent looking at your boots in some abandoned outpost. Companion, of course, that's going to be your ride or die, your mission partner, the person who will judge your inventory choices forever. And airlock, the person that you'd be sending out the nearest airlock, not murder, just oops, decompression accident. You know, it's Starfield and these things happen. You guys ready? We're going to keep the same. We'll keep the same. Cyber Ghost, Betamax, Richard. All right. Let's see. All right. First ones. Are you going to who's your grab jump? Who's your companion? Who are you tossing out the airlock? Your choices are Miria, Model G, and Mateo. Who are you going to grab jump? Who are you going to use as a companion? And who are you going to throw out the airlock, Cyber?
I'm going to grab jump Miria, and Mateo goes out the airlock. So Delta for life.
Wow. You're going to throw Mateo into space and keep.
How dare he come on my ship with underwear on his head?
Okay. Interesting pick. All right. Next up, Beta. We have Vasco, a Millie Whale Pet, or Lyle Brewer. And Lyle Brewer. We want to grab. Who are you going to grab, jump? Who are you going to use as a companion? And who are you throwing out the airlock?
Oh boy. I guess I'll grab jump Vasco.
Nice.
I'll take Millie Whale as a companion, and I'll shove Lyle out the airlock.
Man, you guys are just killing people off. Wow.
Love that robot. Gotta love that robot. But I don't want to marry him.
You got to check out those alternate Vasco mods. There's some good ones.
Maybe you get one with some like fancy clothes or like skimpy clothes or something. All right, Richard.
Yeah.
Richard, are you ready?
I'm not ready, but yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go. Who are you gonna grab, jump, have as a companion, or throw out the airlock? Your choices are Jacob Co, Solomon Co, or Andreja.
So yeah, okay, so it's easy, right? Grab jump and Andreja. Yeah, definitely. But I don't know that Solomon Co and Jacob Co. I don't even know who is Jacob Co. Sam's
Jacob
father?
Co is Sam's dad, and Solomon Co is we'll say is the time traveling from the past, for the future,
Okay,
because he's dead in this universe.
So we're gonna have Solomon Co as the companion because that would be pretty cool to do all that kind of stuff. And then Jacob Co, he can go out the airlock. Sorry, got to keep him away from Sam. They don't get along, right?
Yeah, that's true. Very nice.
go.
All right, you got well played, everybody. All right, real quick, I just want to talk a little bit for just a minute about some about reality. I want to talk some real talk. I want to talk about something that happened on X recently. I want to address it real quick. Recently, an individual responded to one of my public posts about Starfield by attaching a meme containing the phrase "okay" and then use the R word. And I want to address this not because of Starfield, the game itself, but because of what this language represents. The bigger picture and why its resurgence is a matter of real concern in our culture today. And there definitely has been a big resurgence online and in the zeitgeist lately. And for many years, more than half my life, I've worked with individuals with disabilities. And part of that, I have been an advocate for disability rights. I also currently live with a disability. So from that perspective, I want to be very clear. This word is not a harmless word, and its casual use is not without consequences. Historically, the term began as a clinical descriptor in the early 20th century, but like earlier classifications such as idiot, imbecile, and moron, it quickly evolved into a tool of stigma. It became intertwined with a period in our nation's history when people with intellectual and developmental disabilities were institutionalized, segregated, sterilized, and denied basic human rights. These practices did not occur in some distant era. They happened within living memory. And by the late 20th century, the term had fully transformed into a slur, a word used to demean, belittle, and dehumanize. Disability advocates have fought tirelessly to remove it from our medical, legal, and education systems. Their efforts led to significant reform, including Rose's Law in 2010, which replaced the term with intellectual disability across federal documents. And these changes weren't about political correctness. They were about human dignity. What concerns me today is that this word has begun to seep back into the cultural vocabulary, particularly in online spaces where anonymity emboldens cruelty. People hiding behind profile pictures say things they would maybe never say in front of their families, their colleagues, or their communities, or maybe they would. That disconnect, that belief that words typed behind a screen carry no real world impact is pretty dangerous. Language shapes cultures, and culture shapes behavior, and behavior shapes the lived experience of people with disabilities. So, when slurs re enter casual conversations, even under the guise of humor or edginess, they reopen old wounds and threaten the progress generations of advocates fought to secure. I believe deeply in free speech. It's one of the reasons I value platforms that allow open dialogue. But free speech does not absolve us of responsibility. We can debate video games, politics, or anything else without resurrecting language that has historically been used to justify exclusion, abuse, and dehumanization. My hope is that we remember the weight of our words and what they carry, and that we choose to speak in ways that move us forward, not backward. So, what can we do? Well, I'm not going to tell anyone to, you know, go into conflict with a person, because people can be scary, right? And people can be aggressive, and you don't know who you're tangling with sometimes. But there are a lot of things we can do. Currently, the Words Matter Act of 2025 has been in development hell in Congress and has yet been passed into law. It has been introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives on May 15th, 2025, by Representative Pete Sessions with bipartisan co-sponsors. The bill was referred to the House Committee on the Judiciary, and it has not advanced to a vote in either chamber. And as of the latest update in March 2026, it was reported by the committee, which means it was sent for consideration. The bill's goal is to remove outdated and offensive terms such as mentally retarded and mental retardation from federal law and replace them with more respectful modern terminology like intellectual disability. And so how can people help? Well, contact your U.S. representative. Email your representative to express your support for the bill. Mention that you want the House to pass HR 3420 and urge them to vote for it. You can find your representative's contact info at house.gov, or you can write your senators. If you want the bill to pass in the Senate, contact your senators to request the co-sponsor or have them support it. That's just something small we can all do to fight back against the resurgence of this really despicable word. Well, thanks everybody for just letting me go off on a tangent a little bit, go on my soapbox. Time to get back into the settled systems. And it's time for the After Dark deep dive. It's time to ask our panelists the burning questions ripped from today's headlines, the questions you want answered. All right.
Can I react for just a moment?
Absolutely, 100%.
That word is absolutely unacceptable. Everybody knows. Nobody has an excuse anymore. I won't tolerate it in spaces I moderate. I won't call them out by name, but there's a modder that likes to use that word. The Dark Star team will not patch their mods anymore. You have free speech, but the rest of us have the freedom to react, and there are consequences.
That's awesome. Thank you for saying that and doing that. That really means a lot. Thank you. All right, guys. So let's talk a little more Starfield. And first question for you guys is Starfield Mod Hall of Fame. You only get 2 first ballot Hall of Fame mods, no honorable mentions. Let's lock them in. We'll start with Cyber, Beta, and Richard. What do you got, Cyber?
Eric Von Price. Everybody sleeps on Eric Von Price. In my opinion, the most unique companion elite crew in the game because he has a feature that nobody else has unmodded. If you adventure with him and take an interest in his development and pay attention to what he has to say, he gains a skill. He learns a skill from you. That is amazing. You change the game in a way that is both mechanically in your advantage, but also from story lore perspective, you make this person's life better. That is so amazing. I recruit him in every universe. And a lot of people are right now saying, Eric who? I've never heard of Eric Von Price. Go in the residential area in Sidonia to Jane's store. Her quest can potentially result in you getting him. He is missable. You can miss him. And I would be heartbroken if I missed him in any universe.
Awesome.
This was mods, and I answered the wrong question. But
any mods that you want to go into?
Everybody knows I'm going to say Darkstar. I moderate the Darkstar Discord, but Darkstar is it benefits your game from the beginning. I know that some people don't like it, and they're not wrong, because it does change the game. You're playing Darkstar. You're not playing Starfield. But if you're looking for a more hardcore experience, it changes the whole game from every level and makes it go for hundreds of levels beyond where Bethesda stops. If I could only use one mod, I'm going to use Darkstar.
It's pretty comprehensive, right? I mean, it changes everything.
Yeah.
Any others?
I really like Watchtower, but it is something that's gonna dominate your game. So you're gonna play it for several universes, and then you're gonna walk away from it because it dominates your game. The new crew, I love that mod because that's 5 modded companions that are just what I was talking about. They all are mentorable. They all gain a skill if you pay attention to their needs and help them out with their issue. Big fan of that. Robin Locke takes some big lore swings if you let her quest play out. Not everyone will like them, but you don't have to let them play out also. And if you don't let them play out, she is the best in the game for insulting your enemies. She will say stuff that will just make you stop and say, damn, I was going to kill him. Did you have to do that? In a similar vein, Audrey, a Starborn companion, really, really good enemy takedowns. And also she's super supportive of you. She's always affirming you without, buttering you up. Oh, you're great. Oh, you're perfect. Just, she's always got something positive to say to you and something just devastating for your enemies.
Awesome. And what about Watchtower and Darkstar? They're pretty compatible?
They're very compatible with no patch. There's not currently a patch. I solo wrote the original patch that integrated them. The new patch is in the works, and it's a team effort. But without a patch, they're still very compatible. The Watchtower gives you fleets, and even if they're not leveled, a fleet is harder to take than a solo ship. And Darkstar's got new EM laser weapons where they do shield and EM damage, but no hull. Those are really great on your Watchtower fleets because they take the ships out of the fight instead of destroying them. So you get that chance to go board them all and pop all the loot pinatas and get all the colors for the loud machine, which is what I love doing. But yeah, they work together really well. And the Watchtower armor is still good at low levels, and the weapon is just the Equinox. So you don't miss out on a lot not having a patch for them.
How about you, babe?
Well, I mean, aside from my own, of course, I like Argos Extractors a lot. I use that one a lot. Miso does great work. I can name a few different ship mods, but I'm going to go with ASC Deimos for ships.
Yeah.
I think that just adds really nicely to the vanilla system without being overpowered or anything. I love that one. Making nice looking ships.
And if you had one mod of your own that you could put in there, what would you put?
Oh, functional decor for sure. That's my favorite.
And what did you say? Functional decor?
Functional decor, yeah.
Nice.
There should be an update for that coming soon.
Nice. I love that mod. I'll always use it.
That was my favorite one. That's my baby.
Do you have any Cyber Beta? Do you guys have what do you guys have next up?
Well, I'm working on a big Aquila style outpost mod right now, but that's going to take a long time. I'm just kind of working. I'm purposely taking my time with that one, and I have a few side projects to update and replace Outpost framework in the meantime.
Great.
That one's going to go a little dated.
We've got the team efforts going on the DLC patches for Darkstar and the Watchtower patch for Darkstar, and then I want to I want to work on Decorative Rovers and give it the new Moon Jumper, and also I think I can get away with making patchless integration with the Daemog so that it's no longer a hard requirement. So people don't want the Daemog, they don't have to use it, but if you have it, you can construct those decorative ones. And then I've got some other stuff I'm working on. I have some clothing and armor assets that Wolfie made for me that I want to make into a mod.
Awesome. Richard, what goes in your Hall of Fame?
So when I first read this question, I was thinking people instead of mods themselves. So the names that came to mind for me were Korodic and Laurent Kiar.
Yeah.
With an honorable mention to Ori Aurelianus, but and the Milk Artist too. I mean, there's so many that I could name, but if I had to give some examples, if I had to pick like one canonical Korodic mod, it's honestly going to be a tie between so non-lethal framework and useful Briggs. They kind of have to work together almost. So I kind of see them as one mod. But on the other hand, you also have Fleet Commander. So if you don't want the whole Watchtower experience, but you want to have a fleet, you got Fleet Commander. But then Kordic's also one half of the duo that made modular explosive delivery systems, which completely changes the way Starfield combat works because you have drones. So all of that is just that's why I was like Kordic is right up there on the mountain. But then Laurent Kiar, you want to talk about like deep reverse engineering, figuring out and adding new capabilities to Starfield, and especially for troubleshooting. So if I had to pick one of Laurent Kiar's mods, it would have been Starfield engine fixes, just because there's so many deep things in there that you can use to figure out what's going on with the game. But if you want sort of a more practical one, maybe transfer spaceships across universes is one there. And then if I had to mention Ori, it would be Gangs All here, because being able to take 3, 4, 5, 6 companions with you when you go to any POI, it makes it more of a small squad combat game as opposed to you with one companion or possibly 2 companions. So those are my big ones.
Those are
I
awesome.
think you and I have talked about this before, Richard, but Karotic really needs to release a bounty hunting essentials AIO, because his mods are just, if you want to play bounty hunting, you've got to have his mods. Yeah.
I mean, like there's so many more, right? Plunder, vault tabs. He's got a bunch of, a themed set of mods that are, 100 credits or whatever that you can just sort of assemble into these different things. But yeah, there's so many talented modders out there. That's the thing. People are like, oh, there's no Starfield modding scene. Poke your head up and look around. There are tons of awesome people making mods. And, that's one of the things I keep track for my videos is how close are we to passing different games in the Nexus mods list, and when is it going to happen? And we're going to be passing, I think I can't remember the next milestone. Anyway, when we talk, I'll check. While you all talk, I'll find what the next milestones are.
It's only not top 10 because Skyrim is 2 games.
Yeah, right. That's true. Yeah, it's 11th on Nexus mods for both downloads and mod count, which is pretty awesome. And we're going to be passing into 10 and 9 in the next 6 months, according to my projections, which I've been doing for almost a year now. So yeah, Starfield modding is alive and well. That's just on Nexus. Never mind the 5,000 plus creations we have out there.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's pretty big, right? I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Should have someone should put together a mod Oscars every year. I think someone had mentioned it, but someone needs to take the reins on that and do like a mod Academy Awards every February.
And all of the games that are ahead of it are much older. It's gotten where it has faster than anything.
Yeah, that's right. So just my projections show that we're going to pass Fallout 3 for mod downloads in October. and we're going to pass The Witcher 3 in January. Now, of course, The Witcher 3 has a DLC coming out next year, but that'll be probably later in the year. So I think both of those are going to happen pretty reliably. And then we'll be number 9 in the all-time list, which is just amazing as far as mod downloads.
CV Marshall in the chat says, "I'm such a mod noob." What do you guys think are sort of a follow-up question to all this is what should someone start with? What is a good mod to sort of dip your toes into the world?
Well, you start with taking an existing mod and patching it so that it does what you want it to do. You find something that's, it's 80% of what you want and make it be 85% of what you want.
I think Marshall's asking about what mods, though, because he says, I think I'm only running about 10 to 15. And yeah, I'd say just find out what is a problem that you want to address. And if a mod exists to make it, or there's already a mod, go ahead and use that. And if there isn't one, it might be a way for you to create it.
10 to 15 mods is great.
Pretty
I'm
good,
only running like 10 mods on my PS5 playthrough. There's nothing like going through the game without a lot of mods to learn what it is that you want to change, and then find out if somebody has changed it. And if not, be the change you want in the game. And the community is extremely helpful. And like the top people, like I consider Betamax to be one of the top modders. You run into him on Discord and ask him how he did something, he'll tell you.
I'll give you pictures.
I lurk in Darkstar, and it seems like a very friendly environment if you start to get involved in mods in the Wicked Gaming Discord.
Yeah, we want you to become a modder because we like Starfield and we like mods, and we want to play your mods.
The only thing I would say is treat this like you're contributing to open source. Don't have an entitlement mentality. Don't think everyone's there for your benefit and that everyone's going to jump through hoops simply because you exist. Come in with some humility, be thankful for who's there, ask questions after you've thought about it, and you'll get answers. But if you come in there like, I demand this, forget it. It's not going to work.
I make mods for myself primarily, and I choose to share them. So, I'll take suggestions, but I don't like demands.
Yeah. I mean, I think about how to make it usable by others, but if I make a mod, it's for me, with one exception. I made a Christmas present for a friend that I don't use. But if I make a mod, I'm making it for me. But I do stop and I think about, what will make this useful for other people? How can I share this and make people enjoy it?
I gotta say, I love punk rock. I grew up going to shows in Boston, sneaking into clubs when at an early age. Just love it, right? And the Starfield community in many ways, especially like the mod part of the community, reminds me of like the punk scene, right? The hardcore punk scene. And it's very DIY, it's very community based, it's like super, like everyone's working together, like it's really cool, man. And like I just, when I first started to sort of uncover or discover the Discord and other areas of the community, like it really blew me away about how sort of in line with like the punk and hardcore sort of ethos it is. It's pretty cool. All right.
And there's nothing wrong with vanilla either. I just played 50 hours of vanilla for the new content just to get through it and get the achievements. And I was totally, Starfield's a fun game. People complain, but hey, I think it's fun.
You get hundreds of hours out of this game with no mods, and Bethesda's still adding stuff. So new stuff is coming anyway.
Yeah. All right. Action figures, yay or nay, and why? If yay, what's the next? If yay, tell us why, and if nay, what should be there instead? And is there a better in-universe collectible that Bethesda should be doing instead?
Do you mean the ones you can buy from Bethesda, or do you mean like the digital in the game?
No, in games, in-game action figures. What do you think about them?
I ground hours and hours on the Jade Swan, and I was still only able to get like 38 or 39 unique ones. I don't know what you're supposed to do to get all 54.
Yeah.
I was able to take advantage of the take it out of your inventory, add it to your inventory trick over and over to get to trick the game into thinking I had all of them. That's the only way I was able to get that achievement. And I guess with the latest update, they did tweak the algorithm a little bit, but even then I only got like 2 or 3 more with another 20 something hours. So I think these RNG based achievements are like I've heard a lot from my viewers. People hate the fact they can't find the Riddler. They hate the fact they can't get the collectibles. So that's a little bit of a pain, I think.
I'm going to separate the action figures themselves from the achievement and briefly talk about the achievement. I don't want to name names, but Morphologist, I blame you. You told Todd that there needed to be an achievement that was impossible for platinum,
Yes.
and this is your fault, buddy. Love you, but this is your fault. Now, the action figures themselves, I think they're amazing. I want lots and lots more. They will never be able to make the algorithm make everyone happy. There's already someone who is asking that Bethesda should make them harder to find. And I think that person is insane, but not wrong. It's what they want out of their game. Although what I said to them was mods. Mods, this is an easy mod to make. You can make those things drop any percentage you want, mod it. And we'll help you. But
I didn't find any until the update the other was it last week or whatever, and then I found 4 cents. But I'm good with while they're dropping right now.
The whole thing that they still drop duplicates, and it's for an achievement. That sucks. That doesn't feel good for the users. I hope they fix that. But the action figures themselves are awesome. I love them. I'm not going to focus on them too much. They're probably the last achievement that I get because, I'll have to be settling in a universe for a while. Although you can take them with you in the quantum entanglement thing now, and you can take even more of them with you with XTC Refugees Case of Holding. But I'm not gonna worry about them. I mean, they come if they come. They don't if they don't. But I do like them. They are cool. I would like to see more of that. Just don't make platinum locked behind this much RNG, please.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they were like buried all across the settled system. So if you went to these different planets and there was something you scanned and you saw from orbit, that would be fun because that would encourage exploration. But I did the same thing. I upgraded my QED to make sure I could take all 41 collectibles to the next universe.
Nice.
Yeah, I just took them through the quantum. Yeah, I'm not worrying about it. I like them.
Yeah, I love them. I'd like to see more different types, right? I'd like to see like a I don't know, like a fauna line of figures, like sort of more like more terramorphs and Creed stuff.
Give us everything.
Yeah,
give us action figures for everything. I know there's a modder that's working on. I'm not gonna say anything about who it is or what they're working on. I know there's a modder that was working on action figures before Bethesda announced this. I want to see more of that too. More modders there's a couple of things that people have done recently. Give us more action figures. Action figures are cool. The action figure thing in Lambit is one of the coolest things in Lambit, where there's a little action figure version of a mannequin, and I put those on my nav table on my landing pad, and put milestones like if I complete the Freestar Rangers quest, I'll put the Ranger spacesuit on one of those mannequins and put them there. I love that stuff. More things that you can decorate in your game that show your journey, not just decoration's awesome. I love decorating, but decorations that show your journey, that is awesome. And they make great screenshots.
that they do. All right. Where are you guys with the new content, Terra Armada, Free Lanes, or something else? What in the game is your current obsession? Cyber Beta Richard.
I haven't done any of Terra Armada yet. I've been so busy with the modding for it and trying to get my PS5 character up to the point where I can do Terra Armada. So I think I'm going to like it, but I don't know. I've been spending all of my time trying to get all the achievements ground on my PS5 character because that came out. On my main, when I get back to it, without being testing mods, Terra Armada is the first thing I'm going to do.
Nice. Beta?
Yeah, I got through Terra Nomada. It was great, except that I kept the incursions going, and then immediately got the whole map covered in incursion markers. I had to go through Unity. I really hope that bug gets fixed soon. That was a real pain. It was blocking temples showing up, so that was a big problem. I had no choice but to Unity. Thankfully, I was able to do that, and now I'm just starting a new universe. Just doing Outpost as usual. I'm always obsessed with Outposts.
Awesome. And how about you, Richard?
Yeah, I just finished with a vanilla character, my original vanilla character, all of as much freelance content as I could find, all the quests, side quests, all that stuff, and then Terran Armada as well. And I finally ground to get 5 million credits, which is not as easy as it is when you're using mods, right? When you're just doing vanilla, it could be a little bit more work. But I got the 5 million credits, so I could. The last thing was the chateau, right? The asteroid home, and I was able to buy that thing, and it's cool, but it's definitely not worth 5 million credits. So with that all behind me, now I've switched over to getting my modded game working again on Steam. And the last thing I was working with tonight before the live stream here was getting all my Linux installs working properly with Starfield again.
Nice. All right. Let's move on to the next game. And so we are gonna play a little game called let's see here. It's called Red Flags. It is the Draft or Die edition. And so we're going to go Cyber, Betamax, and Richard. And so we have your captain, we have your ship, we have your guns or weapons, and we have a miscellaneous item. You have another companion that you chose by throwing someone out in an airlock. And so now we're going to go into some new companions. These are custom After Dark companions. I will reveal 3 red flags about them. And again, you can claim the person or pass. And then if you pass, the next person in the order is yours to keep. All right. So let's start with Cyber. All right. This person, we have Darla. All right. Red flags for Darla. Takes apart your ship to see how it works. Keeps a scrapbook of every crime you've ever committed. Calls you Captain Sweet Cheeks in front of your romanceable companion. Do you want to claim this companion or pass?
I'm going to pass.
All right. Well, that brings you to the suggestive sandwich artist himself, Sammy. All right. He makes sandwiches while maintaining intense eye contact. He asks you if you want it thick, usually referring to bread slices. He cuts every sandwich diagonally while whispering, "Oh yeah, that's the angle." And so Sammy is your new companion.
I'm just going to put the visor on my spacesuit down and we roll with it.
Love it. All right, Beta, are you ready?
Yep.
We're going to go with your first one is Harley, and he is a heavy breather. And so his 3 red flags is that he stands behind people and breathes loudly because the vents are broken. He narrates his breathing like a workout video, and he says, "Don't mind me, I'm just warming up," while stretching in ways that make the crew uncomfortable. Would you like to claim Harry, or would you like to pass?
Oh, I'm going to pass on that. I don't like that.
All right. So he
Breathing down my neck. No, thank you.
passes on Harry. All right. Well, your next one is Barry, and he may be a Starborn. He is a failed Unity traveler. And so his red flags is that he insists they've met better versions of you in other universes. He keeps trying to merge timelines during dinner, and he has a laugh that causes temporary gravity failure. And so Barry is your new companion.
Oh, he sounds like fun.
He sounds like a blast, doesn't he? All right, Richard, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Would you like to claim or pass Captain Boom Boom McGillicuddy? His red flags is that he carries fireworks for emergencies. He speaks exclusively in cliffhanger narration, and he ends every conversation with "Tune in next week." Would you like to claim him or pass?
Absolutely claiming this guy.
Sounds awesome.
Totally taking this guy.
He does kind of sound awesome, doesn't he?
Captain Boom Boom McGillicuddy. Yep, he's on the crew.
All right. Well, I think
let's hear who we missed out on.
Let's see. Who did you miss out on? You missed out on, a couple really good ones here. You got Gary the grease goblin. He's kind of like a ship mechanic. He sleeps inside your grav drive that hums nicely. He bathes only bathes during solar flares, and he calls every ship my precious little meatball. There's Pixie, the Terran Armada AI hologram that randomly turns off the gravity for comedic timing, has hacked your ship's thermostat to 69 degrees permanently, and keeps generating fanfic about you and Walter Stroud. One of my favorites is Thrustin Dustin. And so he is a pilot, and he likes to yell, "I'm about to thrust," every time he accelerates. He narrates all ship maneuvers in a tone that makes the crew uncomfortable, and he keeps asking if anyone wants to join him in the cockpit for a hands-on demonstration. I think it means flight controls, though. Who knows? But there was some good. I mean, those were pretty good. You guys could have had those guys.
I'm just glad we've never encountered the massed HR division.
Right? No, there's no HR, no HR on these flights. My personal favorite, though, would be Vince. He uses a puppet that repeats the last word you said, but in a sultry tone. He insists the puppet has needs and makes the puppet wink at people. Some good crew members. All right, guys, we are running totally over time. I just want to thank you so much. Let's go into the captain's log and tell us kind of where people can find you in the settled systems and what you've been up to and what projects you have cooking. Let's start with Cyber, Beta, and Richard.
You can find me on the Dark Star HQ Discord. You can find me on Twitch as CyberGhost and YouTube as CyberGhost Plays. I stream usually every Wednesday and Saturday night, exclusively Starfield and Starfield-related content. I might do some other stuff, but it won't be on those nights. And we already talked about what I'm working on. I'm mostly working on the patching for the big DLCs and mods for Dark Star. And Dark Star HQ is a good place to find out what I'm working on next. Got a channel there, and I'm one of the administrators of the Discord.
Nice.
I'm also easy to find on Dark Star. On Reddit, my handle is Betamax_76 on Reddit. I'm easy to find there. You can always hit me up on Dark Star Discord. I have a channel there. The Bethesda Discord, if you tag me there, I'll probably see it. I check that every once in a while. I'm not active there, but I am in it. I do check it. I'm easy to get on Nexus. My email is bjcbetamax76. I don't check my email too often, but I do check it.
Great. Richard?
Well, here on YouTube, I'm Richard Presents Starfield Essentials. The handle, though, is just my first and last name, Richard Baitlick. Everywhere else in the world, I'm TAO Security or Tau Security, which is my cybersecurity handle. which I've just repurposed for it's me everywhere. So you'll find me on Reddit using that, or pretty much anywhere you look for tile security, that's me. And as far as things that I'm working on, just working on the next weekly video. That's my goal, is to publish every week. And, Thursday is script day, Friday is recording day, and either Saturday or Sunday is publication day. So we'll see what we got planned for this weekend. I do have some ideas, but it always changes. We'll see what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's great. That's great. And so I am going to put all your answers in. I'll put it in the chat in a little while. I'll put it on X, and I'll put it on all of the social media accounts that I have, and we'll let the audience vote, and I will let you guys know who the champion of the draft is. And NC-17, what are they going to win?
The grand prize of the inaugural Starfield draft is an imaginary sandwich with a smear of internal glory. Choose your own adventure. Eat the whole sandwich yourself, you ravenous glutton, or split the imaginary sandwich with your favorite millie whale if you're feeling democratic.
Nice.
I just want to say thank you. What a night. I survived a blackout. We had some technical difficulties, and what can I say? That's just Starfield After Dark. That's a common night here. So captains, thank you. Loved hanging with you, talking Starfield and just sharing in the chaos. Really appreciate you giving all of us your time and your presence here tonight. That's really, really cool. Very special thanks to my family, Lady Farquhar, aka NC-17. You need to go to Philly or Vegas or somewhere. My two amazing kids, Jupiter and Mars. Summers are coming. Can't wait to enjoy it with you guys. And Cosmo, the Wonder Pup, who has been running around here all night. He and I kind of have a Spock mind meld thing going on. What did he say? My mind to your mind, and my thoughts to your thoughts. But only mine's with a dog. You can find me on TikTok at HicksNGPLUS, on X at Pedro Fark. On X, we play lots of games. There's the daily Starfield Wordle, the daily Where in the Starfield game. We have a weekly caption game. We also have a photo initiative called Galactic Cat Tuesday. We're trying to get some Red Mile trivia going, but come and join the fun. I'm also on Blue Sky, and this show, of course, can be found on YouTube at Starfield After Dark Live. Want to be a guest? Send feedback. Who's going to want to be a guest after tonight? Or just talk Starfield, hit me up at settledsystems@gmail.com. Slightly edited episodes. This night might have a very edited part. But like your sub everywhere, help us break into the Starfield algorithm. Next week's episode, June 3rd, we have Rook from Raw and Nerdy. We have Sulior from the Starfield Sandwich Podcast. We have Cassio, a captain's favorite from the Starfield community. And we have The Angry Mechanic, a Bethesda verified creator. Beginning in the beginning of July, we'll have Thomas Roby, the voice of Delta, on the show. And in August, we have the return of Muria. We have the return of L. Lee. Everybody catch a smile. And if you can't catch one, steal one. Starfield is awesome. And so are all of you guys. So have a great night. Thank you, everyone, and peace out. Bye, guys.
Bye.